Hello everyone, this is Therius, and welcome back to the Talos Principle. I just found this chart. I can only assume this is door A. Yeah. So door A, it looks like opens up into all these other things. We are maybe in one right now? Yeah, okay. Alright, well I'll open it. Oh shoot. Right, it's a space. I'm always pretty bad at these types of puzzles. My spatial reasoning is pretty garbage. How did we do this last time with? Oh, these don't want to fit together that way. Oh, I gotta reverse it. Nope. I can't flip it. There we go. Okay, got it. My spatial reasoning is pretty terrible. I'm very bad at spatial reasoning. I'm very bad at timing things. Those are my weak points in puzzles and stuff. Okay, so we completed 1 and 2, so now we gotta do 3. And 3 has one of the pieces we need for that camera tripod thing. Oh, why am I lagging? Why am I suddenly... Okay. Well, that was weird. Anyway, let's jump right into it.
These worlds, and we within them, are made of words. Hidden words, invisible to you, yet part of all things. We are a story. Your actions give life to the story, and the story gives meaning to your life.
Interesting. I think that is trying to... I think we're in a simulation. Everything is made up of words. Everything's made up of programming, right? We might be in a simulation, or they might be applying that to the actual world. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Loading library session done. Mounting library disks. Connecting network drives. Network inaccessible. AI feedback email. Team leads email. Strategian of oh my god. Strategeria. AI feedback. This is 999999999 as the date. We keep discussing what an artificial intelligence would mean to us and how it would change our understanding of the world. That's a great topic, and I think we've covered it extensively. What we've barely mentioned, though, is the other side of the coin. I mean, our lives would still be what they were before, AI or no AI. The question I think we should discuss, even if it's all completely hypothetical, is the perspective of the artificial being itself. What would it be like to be that creature? To suddenly come into being, created by others as an experiment, to have all the information about yourself, to know exactly how you function. What would you think of about the world? Would you see meaning, beauty? How would you judge humanity? Where would you see yourself fitting into in the grand scheme of things? I think we should try to put ourselves in the shoes of such a being. Dear Alexandra, thank you for your feedback, but this is a philosophy course, not science fiction. Excuse me. And that's why I almost gave up on my studies. Yeah. Okay, so this is Alexandria. That's a really stupid response to that question. That's incredible. That's... No. It's not... No. I'm sorry. That response is the stupidest thing I've ever read. It is philosophizing, that's not the word, on how it would be to exist as such a creature. And science fiction, a lot of the time, is expanding, especially when it relates to artificial intelligence, is expanding on concepts like this. What do you mean this is not a science? All right, I totally sympathize with Alexandra. Holy crap, that was the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. If that is a philosophy professor, they need to be fired. Teamleads.email. We're blessed to have so many people contributing to this project, but we've got to make sure everyone is on the same page. Please refer to the following people when blah blah blah. God, I got a fly flying in my room and it's bugging the crap out of me. It likes my monitors. Alexandra Denon, project lead /AI module. Okay, I think this is project lead of the AI module. Nadia Sarabhai, institute coordinator. Hold on a second. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I turned on the rest of my lights in my room, so hopefully it'll be tracked to other lights and not just my monitors, because it was really starting to bug me. Rob Mackley, EL software, EL hardware, generation module, scenario module, simulation module, blah 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 blah. Link hardware, link software, maintenance module, diagnostic, memory module, file system, Talos unit, formulae. Do I recognize any of these names? I recognize these two. Nagati, is that? No. Though not directly part of our project, the archive team is sharing both physical and digital space with us. If there are any technical issues to resolve, please contact their project lead, our Caddy. Don't worry, he's nice. Again, all these codes. I really wish I was into... I wonder if there's a cipher thing I can just point my camera at and it'll tell me. I might look that up in between sessions. Team leads. Okay, so we did team leads. Stratation of Strageria. 311 to 254 BC. Was a Greek materialist philosopher associated with the Peripatetic school. An admirer of Aristotle, he was a proponent of empiricism and a fierce critic of philosophy that placed belief before observable truths. Though unpopular with many of his peers for his often acerbic personal matter, his commentaries on Aristotle were considered an important work. Much of his writing was lost in the destruction of the Library of Alexandria. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I meant to exit, and I overshot it somehow. All right. I can only assume green, yellow, red is difficulty? Maybe it's not. Oh, why are you still beeping? Oh, attention, part 2 of the certification program has now been generated. Part 2 has been designated to test the consistency of some of your outlier responses in the previous round. You will be presented with a series of statements. Please indicate your agreement where appropriate. Yes. Since only animals can be persons, a machine can never be a person. Broadly disagree. A person is under no authority other than that to which they consent. I disagree, unfortunately. The quality of life of persons ought to be maximized. Quality of life, I agree. Value is discovered. Value is discovered. Yeah, I suppose so. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. Broadly disagree, not necessarily. The liberty of persons ought to be maximized. Not, That's a complicated one. I would do a middle of the road option here. But broadly agree, that's correct. Value is created. Yeah, confirmed. Thank you. The certification process is now complete. You receive a notification when your user profile has been generated. Press any key to exit. So let's go back, because these are actually interesting questions. Since only animals can be persons, machines can never be a person. Completely disagree. That premise, the premise of the question itself, I disagree with. Only animals can be persons. I disagree with that completely. A person is under no authority other than to which they consent. Unfortunately, that is not true. We're under a lot of authorities that we do not consent to, but impact our lives regardless. The quality of life, I wonder if the time it takes for you to respond changes what you say. Because I did these pretty quickly, and I took some time on this, and then took some time, or no, I took a little bit of time on this, and then I took a lot of time on this. The quality of life ought to be maximized. Yeah, if we can, definitely quality of life is super important. And I think that applies to everyone, not just a select few of people, a few people. Value is discovered. That's a hard one. Depends on how you define value. That's just a tough one. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. Not necessarily. Some people are naturally talented at certain things, but does whether or not they deserve it is another question entirely. Just because they have it doesn't mean they deserve it. But like, can you quantify whether or not somebody deserves to be deserves to know how to do something? You know, it's very the deserve part of that question is very up. I have a lot of, that is where my reservation comes with from that question. The liberty of persons ought to be maximized. Generally, I agree with this. But liberty can also be super dangerous. Liberty in this, if we take liberty to mean, that people can do whatever they want, that's not necessarily a good thing. Because, I mean, this is kind of a question that is in politics all the time throughout human history. There are some restrictions that should be put in place for things, because unfortunately people are often self-destructive and sometimes not even on purpose. And at some point you need to have some sort of rules or societal structure in order to make sure people aren't being trampled beneath others. And unfortunately that comes at the cost of some liberty. But it's a very complicated question that I don't have a good answer for. Value is created, yeah, whether it's self-created or otherwise, value is something that we find in things. Like a rock, a really cool rock. Value is created in that rock for either its purpose, its utility, or just how much joy it brings you. But without an entity assigning value to it, it is not valuable. Without something assigning, I think without something assigning, value is something that needs to be assigned or found. Exit. Anyway, those are all interesting questions, and they're difficult to answer right away. Should I start with the red one? Yeah, let's see how hard the red one is. I wonder if the color coordinates the difficulty of the puzzle. An escalating problem. What the heck? Seek messengers' blessings to put the trial aside.
Must be earned.
Seek messengers' blessings to put the trial aside. So I can skip the trial? I spent much time waiting for the designer to take my hand until I realized that he had been guiding me all along. I realized that it isn't for me to seek his help, it is for me to help myself. I'm a very irreligious... Oh, hey. I'm a very irreligious person. And this game's two main themes seem to be faith and also what makes a person a person. And one of those themes I'm well versed in, and the other I'm not super well versed in. What do I do? What do I do about that? 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 Oh god. He bumps against that, so we can send it in there. There we go. So, an escalating problem was I needed to keep the title in mind when doing these, because they often are also part of the solution. So I have a window here I can send. Is there anything I can see? I mean, I guess I could... No. I don't think letting that out is going to help us at all. I don't have another jammer, though. That's the problem. Because I could disable that from here, but if I do that, I can't open this. So we need another jammer, I think. Okay, can I open this door? No, I need a key. I wonder if the key is something I can actually pick up. It can detect me from down there? Okay, so... Seek messenger's blessings to put the trial aside. Yeah, I think this is just a hint system, and I don't really want to... Can I pick it up? Okay, I think that's just a hint thing. How do I do this? Can I... If I'm up here, can I get to another... I can't... Okay, hold on. Let's try... Can I access with this part? Problem is, I need... I need to get through this door. Because I can't access any other part of the puzzle. I could maybe... Let the... I can maybe let this thing through the door. Whoops. Oops. And then maybe that will activate something. It says an escalating problem, so I think I need to guide this through. I think this thing right here is a trap. Alright, where do you go? Ah, you go to the door. What does that do for me? Yeah, I think I gotta... Oh, I think I have to use this thing to blow up the machine gun. So I know how to do... can I do... Actually, can I do that from here? No, because I gotta open that door. I can't get through that door. Until we're ready, we're gonna lock this away. Oh god, this is a tough one. I think the color is related to the difficulty. So there must be another jammer around, right? Like, said seek messengers to put the trial aside, and I don't want to put the trial aside. I need a key of some sort. Where is the key? This is tough. Wow, this is tough. I don't want to... There's a ladder over there, so that's good to know. But how am I supposed to... Oh, I got it. There we go. Okay, that opens up the puzzle. Ah, there's the keys. Ah! All right, well, that was a little reckless of me. Okay.
The guardians of this land may harm you.
Oh yeah, because I haven't died to this area yet.
For they are my servants, and they challenge you only so that your faith might be strengthened.
Gotcha. Okay, so now we can open this. I think I can... Oh, can I not do that from here? Oh, that's not fun. That's unfortunate. Yeah, this leads to a door. So, how do I... Oh, okay, I can do it from here. There we go, and then... Yep, and then... And that's gonna blow up. Oops. Okay. I was worried I'd have to... Cool. That's neat. That's a neat puzzle. I like that puzzle. So what was this whole part about? Oh, is this just the way out? I see. Okay. That was a neat one. I like that one. And we got the hardest out of the way first. Hopefully that's what that means. I do like that they cross out the ones you get. Locked me up, swallowed the key. Okay. Okay, alright. Gun, force field, keys. What? Did this place just glitch? Did this area glitch, or am I imagining that? I thought I saw it like do a weird flicker thing. Can I? So what does this door unlock? This key unlock? Okay, so the question is, how do I get this through? Oh. Okay, there we go. That one. Oh, there we go. Nice. Ooh, okay. I gotta bunny hop this. There we go. Cool. All right. I do like how fast these... Again, I like how fast you can get through these puzzles, and also how fast you can move. I like being able to run. It makes getting a bunch of puzzle pieces way less tedious than it needs to be. And yeah, hold on, I just saw that glitch. I think we are in a simulation of some sort. Just by the fact that the world is made up of words. Line, and the fact that I'm seeing things glitch makes me think that I need another, so I need keys for that. What? There are the keys. Where ball? Ah, there, ball. Hi, ball. Oh, okay, I thought you were far enough away. I thought you were far enough away, my bad. Alright. Where ball? There, ball. So we go this way. We got key. Where was the door? I know I saw the door. Where was it? Here, door. Jam. I've got my jam. And then we can... No, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna have to navigate around this ball. Oh! What the heck? Hold on, I think I saw a secret sigil. Weird. I wonder how many of those there are, and if there's one in each puzzle. That doesn't seem right. But maybe if I see things glitching, I know one is nearby. Maybe that's how you can tell? Because the first one we found made a lot of noise, I think. But that one I don't think was making any noise. But we got enough for the camcorder tripod. A bit tied up. So that one's already... Yeah, things are... Okay. Wow, we got a lot of jammers now. And now it's just gonna blow up the... Yep, alright. Not that we need to get there through there anymore. Having 3 jammers is like a superpower. Oops. Oops, if you remember which jammers are jamming which things, it's a superpower. This one is jamming the door, so we don't need that. What is that? Sigils are not enough. Picked up a star. That is the achievement I just unlocked. So wait, I got a square? When did I get a square? So I have a square, a star, and purple thing. Have I picked up a secret in every level so far? Yeah, the glitching stuff is happening a lot in this area. I wonder if that's to indicate there is more... There are more things to collect. Press button. What? Ooh. Oh, hold on. There's a puzzle here. There's a puzzle here. So this goes from one to let me just make sure these are all actually in ascending order. Looks like they are. So it goes from 1 to 24. Oh, it's a clock. Maybe? Hours of the day? Did we get anything that indicated... Oh, it's making noises at us. Your user profile has now been generated. Download profile, yes. Congratulations, your new user account has been registered. Would you like to see the details? Ooh, okay, display conflicts. User provided a particular account of personhood, but was uncomfortable with its implications. User sought to maximize both liberty and quality of life, but these ideals are incompatible. User has inconsistent ideas about value. No, I don't. User sought to maximize both liberty and quality of life. Yeah, they are incompatible. No, actually, I think liberty is a very important part of quality of life. Because no matter what system you develop, there are people that will not fit into that system, and having no leeway in said system will lead to misery. Display conflicts. User provided a particular... Oh, I already did that. Display psychological profile. You may already be criticizing your own performance, but it's clear you understand how the world of ideas affects you, even if you are sometimes weary with the realities and allow your preferences to dictate your beliefs. You have a great deal of unused capacity, which you have not turned to your advantage. Disciplined and self-controlled outside, you tend to be worrisome and insecure inside, but you pride yourself as an independent thinker and do not accept other statements without satisfactory proof. I mean, I don't know how you got that with only a handful of questions. I mean, that's half true as any of these personality quizzes tend to be. Display account privileges. Basic account privileges only. Due to outstanding notes on your account and despite displaying many of the characteristics of being a person, you cannot be granted admin status at this time. In the meantime, please enjoy basic account functionalities. Access COM portal. Currently hold a basic account. Network access is restricted to administrators. Please enjoy the basic functions. Log MLA support ticket. I'm sorry, I wasn't better able to assist you. If you still encounter a problem, please describe it. ARG! Account certification error. Thank you. A support ticket has been generated and appended to your profile. You will receive a notification when a reply has been sent. Oh, I can only do one ticket at a time. Okay, that's probably fine. Well, let me look at the conflicts again. Particular account of personhood, but was uncomfortable with its implications. I don't think so. I don't think I did. User has inconsistent ideas about value. I don't think I do. We already read all those. This area is glitching a lot. Why is it glitching so much? Shoot, it won't let me read it. I think that is a glitch. Actually, you know what? I'll be right back. I'm going to save and reboot the game and see if I can get that to stop. So I will be right back. Okay,
Long ago,
I am back.
I shaped these lands according to the purpose of the hidden words. Thus all things have meaning, where before was only chaos. Know that and have faith.
No, I don't have faith in you. I'm sorry. This is a simulation of some sort. And you're an entity that's... yeah, it's not populating. I wonder if that's supposed to be, or it's supposed to be... Invidus, Palis, wait. MCLXI. So that's millennia, century, millennia, I think. Ah, shoot. I don't know Roman numerals past the past the double digits. But there must be, whoops, something that indicates, oh my god. Let me out. Huh. Yeah, we'll come back. There's definitely a puzzle here, but I don't want to figure it out right now. So we'll come back to it. I think we got all the pieces. And I want to see what that tripod thing does. Oh. The star is something we can collect, so I'm missing a star. That's an interesting combination of... okay, there we go. I have now unlocked whatever that is. What is it? I want to see it. Let me see it. Let me see. Where is it going? Hey, 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 hey! Get back here. No!
There is much that you may learn in the halls of my temples.
What?
For there is much that you do not know. That is why you are a child. But children are made to learn, and in time they come to have dominion over the lands of their home. So it shall be with you and your generations.
Okay, how do I use that? How do I use that? How do I use the thing I got? What do I do with it? What do I do with it? Tripod thing. Okay, hold on. Again, why am I lagging in this area? What the heck? Okay, I don't know why I'm dropping frames in this area. Those didn't have the tripod. So do I need that tripod thing unlocked to do those puzzles? I think I might need that unlocked to do these puzzles. I don't know why I'm dropping so many frames. It's very weird. Okay. And this is beeping at us. Hello. Network inaccessible. Progress reply. Mail error beginnings. This is from Nadia. Ian, mailing list, progress report 1. Hi all, everything's been moved to the EL facility. I know it's been sad to leave the good old Jeff building behind, but it makes sense for us to be on site, especially as there may be severe power outages in the coming weeks. Our Caddy's team are already working on, but you really don't need to worry about the teams getting in each other's ways. The facility is genuinely humongous. Let's get this show on the road. Very positive for somebody who's living through an apocalypse, sounds like. But it just seems like a slow apocalypse. I'll keep this short. You all know me, so know that I know what I'm talking about. I realize that you're all working on projects meant to somehow find a solution. I believe that... Okay. I am going to look up if there's a way to decode that. Oh boy. Okay, so it looks like there might be a process to do this, but I don't want to do this right now, and I think I can just open these up at any point. We'll do that later. I don't want to do that right now. Meant to somehow find a solution. I believe that preserve the non-biological components of, so it is a hexadecimal cipher. Not in terms of 20 immediately. You'll find the details of my proposal in the attachment, but the short version is global undertaking. Huh, okay, beginnings text. On beginnings, fragment. It is the grave error of many philosophers, not only of the Athenian schools, but also of many others, that they begin not with observation of the cosmos as it surrounds us, but with a conclusion already in mind. Yeah, I agree. And often that conclusion is that the world was created ideal and mankind itself the greatest creation of the gods, yet neither the world nor the gods owe mankind perfection. It is arrogance itself to presume so, and the contrary to all the methods of philosophy. The honest philosopher seeks only the truth, even if it bears no comfort, and he must begin by assuming, as Socrates, oh my god, said that all he knows is that he knows nothing. I can't do list, it doesn't give me list. So why is the computer terminal when it's not in use in I? Was there something purple over here just a second ago? Like a purple flash? Okay. Yeah, these are very varied worlds you've made for me. It seems like you just put a teleporter pad in various locations. Ooh, there's a glowy thing over there. Oh, whoa.
Behold, I am Elohim, and I speak unto the darkness. Be gone. Excess data cleared.
What was that? What was that? That was definitely significant. Elohim, I think, is sincere. I don't think Elohim is lying in his intentions. I think whatever Elohim is, at least for now, I'm thinking he's sincere in what he's saying. I think he's just misunderstanding. He's definitely in a simulation, and so what is the darkness he was pushing back? And then he mentioned all data cleared, all excess data cleared. So what is this darkness? And what did he just do? If anyone ever reads this, the trick is seeing the assumptions you're making about the mechanics and reassessing them. Good luck. Naming function error. Okay. What was that? I just saw a name or something in Flash. I'm seeing like a lot of, I think it's supposed to be wigging me out. I think there's supposed to be a lot of visual errors and like floating text and stuff. That's not. I think this world, it seems like this world is starting to fall apart. All right, let's go get that glowing thing we saw, and then we can start doing some more puzzles. What could this be?
The answer that came to me again and again was play.
Alexandra again.
Every human society in recorded history has games. We don't just solve problems out of necessity. We do it for fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Even as adults. Leave a human being alone with a knotted rope, and they will unravel it. Leave a human being alone with blocks, and they will build something. Games are part of what makes us human. We see the world as a mystery, a puzzle, because we've always been a species of problem solvers.
I don't disagree with that. I think play is an incredibly valuable part of being not just human, but a mammal, or actually any animal. Their play has been observed in fish and stuff. It's a incredibly useful evolutionary technique that so many species have developed, because play, all forms of it, train a skill in one way or another, right? If you look at any mode of play, it trains a skill. Or it tricks the brain to thinking it's training a skill. When you see dogs wrestling, they're learning how to fight. They're learning motor control. They're learning how to navigate in a roughhousing situation. They're learning how to fight. They are establishing muscle memory with certain motions and stuff like that. Building blocks is like you're creating something. The play there is the satisfaction of creating something or solving a problem or what have you. Even things like thrill rides. It's like going on a roller coaster or a cat loving to be thrown onto a bed. It's reinforcing like, how to land properly, or making yourself more used to the idea of being at high velocities or whatever. Every form of play, unless it's tricking your brain like a mindless incremental game or something, to see number go up and hijacking the dopamine in that way, is reinforcing some skill or something or of one sort or another. Play is incredibly important for all species that have that behavior, which I think is most species with brains. Except for like insects. I don't think lizards play either. I think a lot of lizards just are. Lizards are pretty alien from us, but I know. Push it further. So how am I supposed to? Oh, I think this is gonna answer that. No? Okay. What am I supposed to do? Can I deploy something? Like it didn't... Whoops. I rewound. Take a connector. Okay. So I can connect... I see. So we need a red light somehow to get that star. But I don't see a red light. Oh, it doesn't go through the fence. Okay, that's a problem. Can I connect this and this? Oops. Yeah, I don't think so, because it's not the correct color. Can I change which color this is? No? Okay, so how can I get this line with two connectors? How can I get this to connect to this? Do I need... Is there a third one hidden somewhere? If I can't go through the fences... Hold on. Yeah, it doesn't want to go through the fence. That's odd. That is odd. That is odd. That is odd. More glitches. That... What am I supposed to do? I must be able to lower one of these somehow. Right? No. No. How do I... There's no button. I don't see a button of any sort. I mean, what I can do... Oh, okay. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Alright. Okay, I got it. I got it. Oh my god. It's definitely one of those where I'm like... It shouldn't be this difficult. Okay, so how do I... How do I get the red light? How do I get the red light? Hold on. Can I... Because it's connected to blue. If it goes through me... No, I can block the light. I thought maybe I could change the color. I don't see anything in here that I could use. There must... Either there's a red light I'm missing, or there must be a way to change the light. But maybe that's an unlock. I don't think I can open this right now. I think this might be something I have to come back for. Maybe there's an unlock that you can get to change the color, like a lens or something. Branch it out. Okay. Oh, okay, so it can connect to more than just two things. Where's that going to? Oh, it's going to a connector up there. So this is keeping both of those doors open. How do I get up there? Oh, the solution, right. It's obvious. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That was nice and simple. Just took me a moment. Okay, good to know that it can't go through fences, and you can split it into multiple like it's... I don't know if there's a limit on how many branches you can split it up to. Don't cross the streams. Okay, red and blue cancel each other out. And you need both lighting it up. Okay. So how do we do this without crossing the streams? Is the question. Do I need the red one to even light the door, open the door? Because it's a blue door. I think I'm assuming you need both, but maybe can I? No. Oh, I got it. Oh, there's stuff here. Whenever I despair, I remind myself that at the end of this great pilgrimage lies life in the eternal memory of the designer. I need no further motivation. A lifetime spent solving the puzzles in this place would be one which missed everything of value in it. But we must remember that others will tread this path, and we must leave it better signposted than when we found it. Okay. Interesting. I'm in! Yeah! Alright. Ooh, fan. I unlocked box. Now I can unlock fan. Start unlocking fan, rather. Okay. So, one more? Wait. There's a light over here. Oh, that's part of the puzzle that we just solved. Above all that. Yeah, we gotta raise the elevation. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And then the red one can go under. I gotta make sure it doesn't cross. There we go. All right. Are we done with this area? We might be done with this area for now. Oh. This female voice that speaks from the abnormalities, it speaks with a different tone to the other wretches in this place. I have not heard a female voice. Oh, yes, I have. Alexandria. From the other wretches in this place. Sheep version sheep. We're child. So sheep is maybe a different program? Where are the... Oh, shoot. It's in one of the puzzles. I'll need to pay attention to what the moniker is before the protocol number. Because that may be important. But I think we're done with this area. Okay, because all the puzzles are just in these... Okay, so we're done with this area. And this is probably a good place to wrap up. But let me return to the temple first before I say that, because, oh my god, my PNG tuber broke again. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What is going on today? Or the past couple of days? It's fine, whatever. It's fixed now. Oh my god. First my mic decides to not record at and like just be super quiet, and now this keeps breaking. It's fine. Anyway, let's see if Daddy has anything to say to us. It does not look like Daddy has anything to... Oh, let's unlock the box first. Box. I want a box. I want whatever this is. Oh god. Oh, that was pretty easy. Okay. I've unlocked box. Goodbye, box. What could that possibly do? Anyway, alright, I think this is a good place to pause. This has been very interesting. Again, very interesting. And I'm still looking forward to seeing where it goes with it. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope to see you all next time. Goodbye!